Synchrony Financial believes ambitions live everywhere. Whether in-store or online, every day at over 350,000 partner locations, we provide promotional financing to help customers purchase the things they need. Whatever you're working forward to, we have the technology, payment tools, and retail insights to help. What are you working forward to? Learn more at synchronyfinancial.com. Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 128 of Total Retail Talks. In today's episode, Tina Sharkey, co-founder and CEO of Brandless, an American e-commerce company that manufactures and sells food, beauty, and personal care products, as well as household supplies, sits down with Total Retail to talk about the importance of community engagement and how their brand has changed in just 6 months. All live from this year's NRF Big Show in New York City. And now, on to the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Total Retail Talks. I'm Senior Editor Caitlin Sullivan, and I'm here today with Tina Sharkey, co-founder and CEO of Brandless. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about Brandless.
Oh, wow. Well, let's see. What can I tell you? Brandless is it's a community of people who believe that everyone deserves better. It started on July 11th, and it's only available at brandless.com. And we are selling... Basically, we're the purveyors of fairly priced everything, starting at $3 with the everyday essentials that you reach for. All of our food, non-perishable, is non-GMO. Most of it's organic. We have the most extraordinary clean beauty line. We have wonderful organic sanitary protection, organic dish towels and cottons, knives, plates, just an extraordinary array of products, all filtered with what we call the Better For You, Just What Matters filters. So our cleaning products are EPA Safer Choice certified. Our beauty is clean, no phthalates, no sulfates. Our food is non-GMO and organic, mostly. And our tabletop is all China, and then also dish towels that are all organic, oven mitts that are all organic, and everything that we sell at Brandless is $3. Some are 2 for $3 and some are 3 for $3. So it's really, we're building a community, we're building a place where the products that we create exclusively for our community. You can't find Brandless products on anybody else's shelves. And on average, you're saving, if you were to benchmark an organic Brandless coconut oil or an organic Brandless extra virgin olive oil or even Brandless clean shampoo against a national brand of similar quality, so also has to be organic, etc. On average, you're saving 40%, but upwards in some of our clean areas, 350 to 400% off of national brands of similar quality. So we're building a community these products are made for you. We're shipping them directly to you. They skip the shelves, they skip the markup, they skip all the inefficiencies of a system that was not built to serve today's consumer. And alongside that, we're building a community of people who have stories to tell. So by eliminating the brand tax, by eliminating all the false narrative, and by creating all these products, we are able to sell them directly to you, but also co-create with you. Here are your recipes, here are your ideas, here are the things you want. Create search results that are the things you're looking for, or read your search queries and develop the products that you want if you haven't told us directly. So we feel like we're creating, in a way, a modern co-op because we're listening and we're in partnership with the people that we serve.
Absolutely, and with a 24/7 consumer all the time, there's this great quote by Bette Midler, "I want it all and I want it delivered," and I think
I love that.
I thought that was a really great quote. But 24/7 and all on this community and this audience engagement, it kind of leads into my next question. Is this what made you want to create Brandless, or where did this idea come from?
So my co-founder Ito Leffler and I, the idea came from really our collaboration and our partnership on the belief that, one, if people really knew what things cost versus what they pay for them, Ito likes to say they'd be rioting in the streets. And what I like to say is that actually they don't really know, because if they did, The Price is Right wouldn't still be on the air 30 years later. So people don't know. And I wanted to do something with Ito and for my family and for this country that felt like we were solving a systemic issue, that the delta between what people wanted versus what they can afford was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that race or how you voted or what zip code you live in or your orientation or your religious beliefs, your sexual beliefs, your demography, like none of that matters. Like everyone is an awesome human and everyone deserves better, and better doesn't need to cost more, and just start treating people like wonderful people, and that can actually start to change things. And you don't need government to help with that. Social entrepreneurship can do those things. So Ito and I really wanted to build something that felt like it was for all people, based on the belief that we could democratize access in a way to goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned that it launched July 11th.
Yes, just 6 months ago.
And that is amazing. So kind of just within the last 6 months, how has it changed? How has it kind of grown from the original thought?
So it hasn't grown from the original thought in terms of our thoughts are so big that we haven't even executed the original thought yet. We're just getting started. But what has changed is that when we launched, we had about 114 products. We didn't have our full clean beauty assortment. We have that now. We didn't have our full cleaning assortment, meaning, countertop glass, etc., tub and tile, all EPA Safer Choice certified. So we're launching more and more and more products, and we're now co-creating with our community, because up until July 10th, they didn't know what we were up to. So we've met the most extraordinary people who are not only gluten-free as a lifestyle choice, but they're gluten-free as a dietary restriction. They're celiacs, and they want to know not only is our products that they consume gluten-free, but are our cleaning products gluten-free? Are our shampoos gluten-free? Are our lip balms gluten-free? And we're like, we hope you're not eating them. But good to know that, you have that sensitivity. Yes, they are. And let us go back and, tell that story for you and give you that information. So what I think has been amazing is that up until July 11th, everything that we were doing based on data and focus groups and insights and experience. But now on July 12th and going forward, now we're actually in conversation with our community and trying to create stuff that they're looking for. When we launched our organic feminine hygiene line, there was a student that was an intern of ours that came back to New York to do to get her graduate degree, and we did a public art project about taking care and actually having talks and giving away, feminine hygiene in a public setting. There's no false narrative. Brandless is about real people and real experiences and real life. And if you want to make up a story, then that's your story to tell. But that's not our job. Our job is to just speak truth and enable goodness. And so the thing that's been so fun is to see what happens when it's sort of that thing you see in a movie sometimes where somebody lights a fire and you see the rope burning. It's I feel like we've lit this fire of positivity and this fire of solution and this fire of an answer. There are a lot of people who've rejected institutions, who've rejected organizations, who've rejected government because it's not meeting their needs. But we didn't want to be about rejection. Mm-hmm. We wanted to be around solutions. And so the sense that we could build something that was really for everyone, our intention in terms of what's changed has just been emboldened, and our biggest challenge is just going fast enough.
And kind of keeping up with going fast enough and keeping up with the consumer and the community and the conversations that are happening around it. Is there any specific technology that you see Brandless looking towards using within the next year?
From a technology perspective, because we look at direct consumer not as some sort of channel that we're distributing our products with, but really where we live, mm-hmm. products and enabling technologies that allow us to be even more personalized and even more connected to our consumers and in better dialogues more often, that enable more information to be shared, more goodness to be had, more media to be integrated, because it's how you cook it and how you share it and how you hack it is so much more interesting to us than what we can ever do. So we're always looking for ways in which to enable connection and human interaction. And so in order to do that at scale, the personalization tools, the AI tools, the machine learning tools to create the best and most remarkable experience for you, which may be different from somebody who doesn't have your same, filters, etc. And so we're just hoping to be able to learn and iterate and be in that kind of narrative and conversation with the community. And oftentimes there are enabling technologies that can help you do that across all platforms.
And then just kind of thinking ahead, maybe, do you think Brandless will ever be in a storefront of its own?
I would say I would not be surprised.
Okay.
Hopefully next time you come to San Francisco, I'm inviting you right now live on this podcast to come visit us in our lab, so you can see kind of what a three-dimensional Brandless experience might feel like. And anybody who comes there, literally, just gets it at a whole nother level because you see the entire assortment, the entire curation, and how we cut it by values and we cut it by just all the different immersive, hands-on DIY and community things we're doing there. So it's screaming, bring me to your neighborhood.
No, I would love it. Would love to come visit. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You.
I really appreciate it,
So
Tina.
much
Take
fun.
care.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this episode, be sure to visit our podcast channel page at www.mytotalretail.com/podcast for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on iTunes and Stitcher, but please remember to subscribe to our podcast channel page as well. Until next time, this has been Total Retail Talks.
This podcast has been brought to you by Synchrony Financial. At Synchrony Financial, we have the payment tools and technologies, promotional financing, and retail insights to put your ambitions in reach. Learn more at synchronyfinancial.com.